Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be talking about and playing the Z-44 for the Fresh Look series. This is a ship most of you know I personally hate. Well, I actually don't enjoy this ship at all, but I wanted to cover it just to let you know what it's about, what it is, and why I don't recommend it, and why there's a better alternative to the ship at the same tier. So, here it is. This is the Z-44 Tier 9 Premium Destroyer. Let's start off with the Commander build. Here we have Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Fill the Tubes, and Swift Fish. In terms of equipment, I have Torpedo Tubes Mod 2, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Torpedo Tubes Mod 1, Engine Boost Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. And for the Camouflage, we have this... The Camouflage is actually really nice. I think the Camouflage makes the ship look really cool. Of course, this one, and you also have this one if you wanted. But I actually prefer the stock Camouflage. I really like this camo. But that's pretty much it for the ship itself. In terms of what ship I recommend over this, I would recommend the Z-46 over this. And if you want to know why, I will let you know in the end of the video. I'll put a section where I'll chapter the video. I always chapter every video. You can just skip to that section so you can see why I prefer the Z-46 over this. But let's get into the game and talk about the ship. Alright, so here we are in Crash Zone Alpha in a tier 10 match with the Z-44. But yeah, so the Z-44, what is it? It's a German tier 9 torpedo boat destroyer. It's a torpedo boat because it has a 65-second reload on its torpedoes, and the torpedoes go 12 kilometers. So the torpedoes are kind of your main strength for this ship. You obviously have some HE with really bad reload, 4.2 seconds, and you have some AP, whatever. German smoke, so not good. For some of you who are seeing this ship for the first time are wondering, where is the German hydroacoustic search? Well, this ship doesn't actually have hydroacoustic search. That is only for the Tech 3 variant, the Z-46. Obviously, they're not the same class of ship in real life, but Z-46 is the one with the hydro at tier. It has a 5.9 detection, which is okay. It's nothing too special at tier 9. Even Z-46 has 5.9. Then we also have 11.1 kilometer gun range, which is not too great, but it's okay for a torpedo boat. And we have 22,550 HP, which is quite good for tier 9. So that's pretty much it for everything. You also have some ASW. The AA is really bad because you have 3 kilometer range, whatever, you know. And your top speed is 38.3, but you also have speed boost on top of that, which would help you out. Obviously, you could play the ship without Superintendent, and you could go for the basic BFT or whatever, the reload, the main gun reload. You could do that instead. But I think Superintendent is fine because we're gonna probably need it long term, these smokes. So let's see, there's a Moskva on the board. Hopefully we don't spawn on his side. We're just gonna launch Torp straight away because we're gonna get them up anyway very quickly. So we're just gonna straight up launch them straight away on the Z-10 that's running towards us. There's the Moskva. He will have radar coverage on me, so I have to be really careful. Also, ships that outspot me this game is the Shima and the German submarine. And we radared already. That's okay. So we're just gonna shoot anyway since we're radared. Jinan's here too, sadly. It's okay. I'm probably gonna stop shooting right now, so when the radar runs out, I can actually go dark. Should be okay. It's only the Jinan shooting me, so it's nothing too crazy. Should be fine. Do we get any torps on the Z-10? We got 1 torp on the Z-10, not bad. We didn't take too much damage from the Jinan. We're dark. And the Z-10 is flooding. It looks to be perma. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks to be perma. Z-10 is gonna go this general direction. We're gonna torp in that general direction. He also DCP'd, I can tell it right now. We're gonna smoke because he just shot. And we're going to try and potentially get a perma-fire since he just DCP'd. That will be the goal. Someone else did. That's good. It's okay. We'll just farm some pen damage, I guess. Is this blind fire from the Jinan? It is. It is. Interesting. I've never seen a Jinan blind fire a Z-44 like that before. Alright, so this Zethan should be dead to torpedoes. I would switch to the GK, but I smoked out of the GK's gun range. Sorry, out of my gun range on the GK. But the Thunder is also pushing up. Are we gonna land a torp? We did. 9k. Of course, these torps don't do too much damage either. But, you know, it's kind of the thing. Trade-off with getting really fast reload, right? And long range. Well, long range, I mean, it's 12 kilometers. It's not that long range. You have to keep in mind, Yugomo has 12 kilometer torps, and they do quite a lot of damage. And Yugomo could also run TRB. I'm Hydro, I'm done. There's a Groningen here, literally running at me full speed. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, his Hydro literally just ran out, but the Iron Torps are perma-destroyed, so that's pretty cool. That is basically our armament destroyed. That's really awesome. These are Zethan Torps. I think if we didn't get our Torp destroyed there, we would be in a fine situation. Sadly, we got our Torps destroyed, is what it is. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? I'm just gonna try Torp the Groningen, I guess. Since he doesn't have Hydro, and he might actually end up eating some Torps. As long as no one fucking tries to blind fire him, I guess. Hopefully 0 people try to blind fire this guy. Let's see. He's still there, he's not moving. Look. He's not like moving. He needs to eat like 2 torps to die, because these torps don't do a lot of damage. So, unless he eats one on the middle. Also, this gap is huge. Oh. Okay, Death Strike, he's dead. Good work. It's pretty embarrassing, actually, that you make a play like that, and then you just die for free, basically. You just completely forget that... Well, there's a Z-44 right there. Especially since I only had 1 torpedo rack. I mean, maybe he was overconfident because I only had 1 torpedo rack, I guess. I don't know. But obviously, this match should have been better, obviously, because I would have had, well, an extra torpedo rack. We could have do more on this GK, 100%. What we're about to do. Probably about to do nothing. We're just gonna open water here. Well, not open water him. We're gonna smoke up and just farm him, I guess, with guns. Because at this point, I mean, I only have 1 torp rack. I can't do much. He also turned and dodged all the torps, so he probably has Hydro running, from what I can assume. If he reaches 6 kilometers, we die. So we're just gonna walk away at like 6.5 kilometer range. We'll start walking away right now. So he never makes it into Hydro range. We're also gonna get more torps up, but I think the submarine's gonna end up killing him. I'm gonna activate speed boost, so we walk away faster, and then we'll launch some torps here. Submarine torps missed, God bless. But mine might actually make contact, which would be really cool. Yeah, they are. Look at yeah, my spread is pretty good. He might just actually just die here. He's dead. 3 torpedo hits. Very cool, very cool. I feel like I play a bit better with torps when I only have 1 rack left for some reason. Like when I get 2, like when I have 2, I'm kind of like overconfident. I'm gonna like hit a lot, you know. And then I launch them all over the place, and then I hit none. And then when I have only 1 rack, and then I end up with 6 torp hits or whatever, you know. So but yeah, let's keep going southward. Potentially meet the Izumo, Jinan, something like that, you know. I think I should have torped a bit to the right of the white line, because I think he's gonna accelerate. He might just slow down a tiny bit. If he slows down a tiny bit, those torps are actually not bad. Kind of really depends. on how much he slows down or not. If we had 2 racks, this guy'd probably get smashed, but sadly we only have 1 left. He did slow down a tiny bit because he had to turn for the island, so that might actually not be too bad. No, they're bad, they're bad. They're not gonna hit. The gap between 1, 2, and 3, 4 here is really bad as well, but is what it is. That's good, that's good. 2 torps and a flood. That means he's probably gonna end up DCPing, potentially. I'm actually gonna chill here. I might actually just smoke up and start farming in a second.
I need intelligence data.
1 second. Boom, I'm gonna torp the thunder. I'm actually gonna smoke up right now. I'm gonna start opening up on the Izumo. He's actually moving in a straight line. I think the guy is actually like AFK. Yeah, he is. He's AFK, so 2 torpsmen. The guy is literally moving in a straight line. He's still moving in a straight line at this instant, actually, as we speak. I don't think we're gonna hit the thunder with torps because he has improved rudder and whatever, so I don't know. We might hit him with 1 here. No, he's turning in. He basically instantly dodged it. Oh, yeah, no, but he can turn. No way. What? No way. What a nice man. Wow. Flooding? Not bad. We got our turfs back. Obviously, if we had multiple racks here, we could actually be doing quite a lot of damage. And the AP, as you can see, does a lot of damage. 4.7k there, basically. Well, obviously, if you aim well, like... not like I did, like, there.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
Maybe we can squeeze some damage on this Neptune. That's pretty much all we can do. Oh, wait, is he gonna eat a torp? No way. Can I get 10 torp hits in my life? No way. He's gonna get settled out. What? 11 torpedo hits, Confederate. Wow. Imagine. Z-44 among us. Alright, so we ended up getting 174,000 damage, 168 shell hits, 11 torpedo hits, 4 incaps, 4 kills, 1 fire, 8 floods, and 3 spotted ribbons. We got Confederate and Devastating Strike for achievements. In terms of team score, we ended up getting top of the team, 1958 base XP with 4 kills, of course. And then for detailed report, we ended up getting 40k on the GK, 34k on the Z-10, 16k on the Neptune, 11k on the Groningen, 43k on the Thunder, and 27k on the Izumo. In terms of our damage output, as you can see, it's a mix of HE, AP, and mostly the torpedoes. We did 100k torp damage plus 30k torp damage. That's around 130k torp damage, yes, plus the 44k gun damage. In terms of credits and XP, we ended up getting 840,000 credits, 12k XP, 2.4k free XP, and 13,000 Commander XP. And then for my Commander build, we ended up of course using we're still using Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Fill the Tubes, and Swift Fish. In terms of equipment, I'm using Torp Tubes Mod 2, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Torpedo Tubes Mod 1, Engine Boost Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. And in terms of my statistics for the Z-44, they're pretty bad. I think. I actually have no idea. I've never checked. But they're not as good as the Z-46 ones, and I'll show you here. So for my Z-44 statistics, I have an 87k average damage, 64% win rate, and 14 games played. That's my Z-44 statistics. For my Z-46 statistics, if I can find it, here it is. 69% win rate, 116k average damage, for example. So that's a comparison. For me at least, the damage is incredibly worse compared to the Z-46. But I'm gonna talk about the price now of the ship. So to buy the Z-44, you go into the armory and you let it load, and then you go into ships, and then you click tier 9, German, and then destroyer. And here's the price. It's 228,000 coal and 19.3 thousand doubloons. So that's the price. And in terms of the premium shop price, if you want to buy it from there, it's the same price as every other tier 9 in the game. So if you do tier 9, German, destroyer, it's 63 euros and 49 cents. But that leads me on to, do I recommend the Z-44, even though I had a pretty decent game? Personally, I actually still don't recommend this ship for most people. I think there are those people who really enjoy torpedo boats, and you're gonna love the Z-44, don't get me wrong. For people who actually enjoy torpedo boats a lot, you're actually gonna like the Z-44 quite a fair amount. It can be actually pretty good fun. Obviously, there's alternatives like Yugumo and whatever that you can get, which actually do pretty well as well, or Chungmu, I think could do pretty well as well. But you know, if you really want a premium tier 9 torpedo boat, and you know you don't have Venom or something like that, or maybe you don't like the Paolo Emilio style YOLO boat style, this could be a fair alternative for you. But apart from that, for people who enjoy gunboats, no. For people like me, for example, personally, I don't like the Z-44 because I don't really play torpedo boats too well. Okay, sure, I had a really good game there, but I don't really, on average, play torpedo boats too well. I prefer the gunboat playstyle because I feel like it's easier for me. So a better alternative, which is free, by the way, for most people, if you do like and prefer gunboats, is the Z-46. The Z-46 is a wonderful tier 9 destroyer. It is free. You can get it for free. It is wonderful, as you saw from my average stat. It's actually really strong as well. Most people don't really know about the strength of the Z-46, and I will cover it in a future video because it's been asked of me to cover it. I will be covering the Z-46 in a future video in a sort of fresh look but tech tree variant. I guess we could start doing those. I'm not sure if you guys would like to see a fresh look on a tech tree ship, or at least we can start maybe we call a series something else, you know, but about tech tree ships instead of premiums. Obviously I will try to keep covering premiums, but I want to start covering some tech tree ships, which I personally would love to show. For example, Z-46. Z-46 I think is a wonderful destroyer. If we were to put our captain on it, as you can see, same detection, whatever similar maneuver. It's actually faster than Z-44. But most importantly, you get the hydro also. But more importantly is the guns. The guns, I mean, 3.3 second reload with build. Obviously, you can build Z-44, but it won't be as fast as Z-46. Z-46 also has 6 guns. It has the 13.2 kilometer gun range with this build. But the HP is higher. You know, the torpedoes are worse, and you're right to justify the torpedoes are worse. But there's still 10 kilometer torps, which aren't bad for tier 9. And most importantly, the damage is actually higher than the ones on the Z-44. And of course, the statistics like speed and stuff are lower, but that's due to the fact that we're not building into torpedoes on Z-46 at all. I have 0 built into Z-46. So you are donating 2 kilometers of range and some torp reload for the damage. But the damage you will make back very easily from the guns that the Z-46 has. Plus, you have the hydro to keep you safe. For example, last game we had a Groningen basically almost tried to suicide on us. And he tried to hydra us. Luckily, his hydra ran out. If I was in Z-46 in that situation, I would be pretty relaxed. I would be chilling. But obviously in Z-44, we kind of controlled the situation fairly because we torped him. But yes. So at the end of the day, do I recommend the Z-44? If you really do enjoy the torpedo boat playstyle, and you really want a German torpedo boat, and you really enjoyed what you saw in this video, sure, go ahead. But personally, I have to say, for me, I wouldn't actually recommend it if you are a gunboat player or if you're a player like me, because I think the Z-46 is the better option and it's free. So you don't have to put in any resources to get it. You just have to go ahead and grind the German destroyer line and reach tier 9. So for me, it's a no, but if you do love torpedo boats, you know, maybe give it a look, I guess. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you didn't really get too confused with my recommendation, I guess. It's very simple. Like, if you love torpedo boats, take a look at it, see if you actually would enjoy it from the content you're seeing, then maybe think about it. If not, get the Z-46. I still think the Z-46 is better for most players, and even for me, I love the Z-46. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Z-44 video, and I'll see you in the next video, and big fan, guys.